Welcome to howtocookgreatfood.com.
Hello, welcome to howtocookgreatfood.com. Today we're going to be making a Greek style stuffed aubergine with some minced beef and some halloumi cheese. So as you can see at the back, I've got a decent sized aubergine or eggplant which we're going to stuff. On the left hand side I've got some minced beef, in the centre some chopped tomatoes, to the right I've got a nice chunk of halloumi. I've got at the front there a bowl of very smallly diced or chopped onions. I've got some fresh dill, a little touch of dried thyme, just a little pinch, salt and pepper, and plenty of garlic. So let's go over to the cooker and start with the filling first. Okay, so I've got my pan here, a little touch of olive oil in. Just heating it up. I've got this on a high heat at the moment. Start by dropping our onions in. Nice and small. Chop these so that they cook down really nicely and sort of disappear pretty much. Then I'm going with my chopped garlic, my salt and pepper, and like I say, a little touch of thyme. You could use a little bit of rosemary if you wanted. We're going to be putting quite a lot of fresh dill inside this, and dill has got a very distinctive strong flavour, so I'm just doing this just because I like a little bit of thyme. If you didn't put it in, it wouldn't make a huge difference, to be honest. Okay, now let's go in with our minced beef. Chop that down. Let's give this a very rough little mix. Then what we're going to do is put a lid on this. Let it cook for 5 minutes. And then we'll come back. So, I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we're back after 5 minutes. I've already given this a little stir as well. What we want to do is break this meat down. If your meat's very fatty, it will obviously come out in this, so you might need to drain a little bit of this fat of the meat off. This kind of consistency is good. There's a little bit of fat there, there's no problem with that, that's pretty cool. Okay, next. Make sure you can't see any red meat, by the way. Make sure this all turns this colour. Okay, here we go. We're now going to put in our chopped tomatoes. We're going to give these a little mix. We've got this on quite a high heat at the moment, so let's turn it down to a sort of medium flame. Or if you're using electric, a medium heat. I always cook on gas. I find it much more controllable. It's pretty much instantly on and off, unlike electric. Okay, lid on. Turn it down. Back in 5 minutes and take a look. Okay, let's have a look here now. These tomatoes should have cooked down quite nicely. Absolutely, look at that. That's fantastic. That's looking fantastic, super. Okay, now what we need to do now is we need to cook this about over 5 minutes, 6 minutes with the lid off. Because this is too wet. We want to sort of reduce this down. So if you keep the lid off, this will pretty much dry out a little bit. I don't want it too dry, but this is far too wet for what I want. But that really is smelling fantastic. And a little bit of reduction on this is going to be ready for our dill. Look at that. Alright, so keep the lid off. About 5 minutes. Keep your eye on it and keep stirring it. And I'll be back then in 5 or 6 minutes. Bye. Well, while we're still reducing that filling, I'll get onto the aubergine now. So I've got a real whopper of an aubergine here, which I've cut right down the centre here into two, as you can see. So I'm only going to make one of these for you guys, so I'll use that aubergine for something else later. So what we need to do now is we're going to just, let me get that on camera for you so you can see, get these lines in there as close as you can to each other. And what we're doing here is going to speed up the process of this cooking. There's lots of ways you can do this. I mean, you can put the whole aubergine or eggplant in the oven if you want. Lots of people do it that way and just bake it and it will cook. You can fry this, you can steam it, you can grill it, you can do what you like, but you've just got to keep it intact. So here we go, we're nearly done here. Now, I'm going down as far as I can without piercing the backside of the skin. Okay, and then simply I'm going to just go across it in this fashion. And what we're going to do our one is I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil on this. And then I'm going to very slowly fry it, at very low heat, and with a lid on both sides, and then that will be ready for us to stuff. I mean, that will sort of disappear. We can take this out, add this to the mixture, mix that in, and then put that in. That'll be beautiful. Okay, now I think our mixture's ready now. I'm going to get back over to the cooker. Yeah, it certainly is. There you go. So that's reduced down nicely. It's still nice and moist, but it was just a little bit too wet before. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat off now. And I've got some lovely dill here that I've chopped, fresh dill. Just going to go straight in there. I'm also I've got some halloumi here which I've chopped. I'm not cooking this halloumi. Now be careful with halloumi because some of it sort of turns out to be a bit plasticky, to be quite honest. It's not very sort of durable. If you can only get that type of halloumi, which is only really good for frying, to be honest, or grilling, you know, then use feta cheese. So this is a bit softer, and I've chopped it in a real tiny way. Now don't forget, this heat is off. All we're going to do is mix that in. And that's going to be, I mean, it just smells amazing. Amazing, it's going to be fantastic. So once we get that aubergine cooked, this is going to be the one. Look at that. Let me grab a little bit there. Fantastic. Really good. Okay, let's set that aside. We'll get on with our aubergine now, the next stage of that. And then we'll be ready to fill it. And this really is going to be a delicious dish, really delicious. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the aubergine now in a pan. It's dry at the moment. I'm going to put some olive oil on there. It will soak up all of this oil, no problem. And aubergine's like a big sponge. I keep saying aubergine, I know a lot of you call it eggplant or even brinjal. So many names for the same thing. Okay, now let's put a little bit around the bottom. There you go, that's fantastic. I'm also going to just throw on here some pepper, some black pepper. Coarse ground. So there we are. Alright, so I'm going to put a lid on this because I want it to kind of fry and steam at the same time. On a low heat, we'll turn it over in about 5 minutes. See you then. Okay, so let's take a look at this. That is lovely. Now I've turned this a few times, like every couple of minutes, like every 4 minutes. This is cooked beautifully. That's really lovely and soft in there. So what we need to do now, we need to set this aside and let it cool down because we need to handle it. So let's give it sort of 10 minutes or until it's cool. Then we can get stuffing, as they say. See you in a little while. Okay, here we are. I've got our lovely eggplant ready here, well, aubergine. Now, if it's, look, I'm just looking at this. This is super soft inside, so look, just mash it down so we can keep all of that beautiful, beautiful cooked aubergine. Remember that olive oil we put in there as well, and the pepper. That's all there. That's lovely. And of course, here I've got our mixture. Beautiful beef, which we're going to just lie on the top here. I'm super happy with this. I'm going to really enjoy eating this later. So let's just get a nice helping on there. I mean, this is enough for 2 people for sure. That's why I was only going to make one of these. So I say that eggplant is a whopper. But that's it. Completely done now. If you want, you could add some more cheese, but we've got our cheese inside, so I'm not going to bother with that. That'll melt nicely. I'm just going to pop this in a little oven, just for about, only like sort of 6 or 7 minutes really, it's just to sort of bring it together. And then we'll take a look. See you in a little while. Okay, let's take a look at this. That's fantastic, sizzling away nicely. Like I say, that's just pulled that together beautifully, as you can see. So let's display that with a little bit of salad, a bit of fresh dill on the top. Beautiful. Here we go, absolutely delightful. I'm really going to tuck into that. Obviously won't eat it all myself because it's a bit of a whopper. So I've just served that with some fresh dill on the top, some cucumber, some tomatoes, some beautiful green olives, a little dash of lemon juice on that salad with some olive oil. That is super. I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
HowToCookGreatFood.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.